Well, that's us. Done the draw, came out around 6, I would say. I'm in peg 2 and we've seen some fish out in front of us, to be fair. Yeah, looking forward to this one. Walk around went quite well. Some of the better pegs went, but I thought this is the next best bet. It's got a little bit of both, got a bit of distance, some of the slightly deeper water, and it gives me something to work with. It's quite strict on the rules, so like no zigs, no naturals, so no particles apart from corn and maize. So yeah, we're quite limited, so we're probably going to have to go in with some chopped boilies, some crumb boilies, and with a bit of flaked maize and some sweet corn. That's what we're going to go with to begin with. So yeah, let's crack on, get set up. I'm the closest to the car park as well, so I didn't need my barrow, borrowed it one of the lads. Yeah, just handballed it all in and we're almost there. Just going to set up the rods, set up the pod, have a little marker, have a little let around, see what I'm working with. Come on. As you can see, that's now all the rods out. I've got 2 on a spot, fishing relatively tight, and I've just got 1 just pub chucked out now, where we've seen a show earlier on, and that's just pub chucked with a couple of boilies scattered around using the throwing stick and a little stick of the boiling mix that I'm using. I'll show you the bit later on, but what an ordeal that was. I had to strip all my leaders off because they're all braid, like the shock and snag leaders. There's no real need for them here, so I stripped all them off. As I was putting my second rod on the spot, I cracked off, so I lost the leader, lead, rig, and a hook and a baited hook, so that's not good. So yeah, had to deal with that. Then as I was spodding, massive wing knot, and I thought I'm not even going to bother trying it, so I just cut it. Had to then retie the loops and rewrap the spod rod. So I managed to get some more bait out. Started with maybe 10 spods almost, relatively accurate at 14.5 wraps. But what emotional. It's 3:10 now. Rods were meant to be going in at 12:30, so yeah, a little bit behind schedule. First little bleep on the middle rod, that's off the spot. So yeah, I've had a couple of bleeps here and there, nothing too not much, but looking forward to this. Exciting. I thought it was going to be a lot weedier than it is, and it isn't, to be fair. Massive heron just flew past, and we've got some sort of yellow tit on the rods, so let's see if we can have a look. Just missed it, but yeah. And now I'm going to get a brew on, chill out for a bit, and just watch the water. Because yeah, I haven't really been able to keep an eye on it, so I'm going to do that. And I broke my stove. I went camping, broke my stove, so I've got the little camping stove with me. Let's see how this works. Well, the new improvised cooking machine didn't take as long to boil the water as I thought it was going to be. So that's good. Good to know for when I'm cooking. And the cooking pot still fits on there, which is also a bonus, otherwise I would well and truly be screwed. But yeah, going to enjoy this now and just relax. Football's on later on, semi-final. Come on England. But yeah, we're on a fresh wind, hacking into this corner, so I'm in swim 2, so they're hacking into this corner, and it's looking good. It's looking good for a bite. We had a few shows early doors, but nothing really. We can only hope. We can only hope. The bailiffs let me in on a little secret. The black snails that I found in the edge
were being used by locals as a hook bait, so I proceeded to scoop them out and try and incorporate them into my fishing. I did this by crushing them into my mix and also use them as hook baits. As you can see, I managed to harvest quite a lot. Once I finished with the snail hook bait, I proceeded to cast it out, and then I settled down to watch England in the semi-final, which we now know we won. However, we did lose the final, but hey ho, there's always next time.
Good morning. After I went to the shop, you see me try and put some snails and get some snails in my mix. Nothing happened during the night. I had one single bleep, but also I think not many people or no one caught anything through the night. With the algae bloom, the oxygen gets sucked out of the water and the aerators weren't on last night. So I think that might be why. But yeah, I've not even redone the rods this morning. I've just kept them out because I don't think there's loads of boshing, and I know I'm presented, I know I'm fishing, but for now I'm just going to leave them. Hopefully there's a bit of wind, and we'll try and fish through this bite time. I think it's about 8:30, about 10 to 9 it is. So yeah, great result for England last night, get in there. You could hear cheering all around the lake and whatnot, on to the final. So yeah, that's good. I wonder what today brings. Lovely bit of bacon for breakfast. That's good. Due to all the boshing last night, I'm gonna get my rod out, as in my spod rod, and have a little lead around at around just over 20 wraps, maybe 22 wraps, and see what's going on, because the wind's died down a lot now, so I'll be able to stay consistent. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go for. See if we can find a spot, because they have been boshing it on pretty much in front of me, but further down, further out. But we are fishing out and, well, slightly angled to the right. So I'll see if I can be able to get to my left hand boundary, which should be straight out in front of me. So let's go and check for some spots. It's now just gone 3:10, and I've changed up the plan a little bit. I've put the rods out to 23 wraps, and I've gone for a little control, well, I say control float, it's a bolt float, but instead of having something on the surface, because you can't fish zigs here, I'm essentially float fishing at range. So I've got just a normal hair rig, but made out of fluorocarbon, 11-pound zig line, and I've just put a normal hook bait on, so then that's like 1.5 foot under the surface, because the wind had died right down. I was trying that, and I'm going to probably rechuck it and just keep it out there for a little bit. I've got nothing to lose, so we're just going to keep going, see if anything will take that, because there is fly hatch on the water, so hopefully the carp are just underneath it. We'll see, but I've got to try. Need one of those carp to qualify. Fingers crossed, come on. I have been non-stop with that controller float this afternoon, constantly recasting it under the surface, on the surface, and absolutely nothing to show for my efforts. A fish has just rolled in front of me though, so I know there is fish around, and we just redone the rods, so they're fishing at 23 wraps, and then one of the rods is just in the margin here. If fish continue to roll, because they're rolling just shy of my spots, so I think maybe I'm fishing at 23, maybe that was like 19, something like that. So if they continue to do that, then I'll move the one that's in the margin, because it's on a PVA bag. I'll move that and just try and fish for the shows. That was another Bosch, almost there or thereabouts on the spot, so could be a good night, could be in for one. Come on. But yeah, I'm just going to relax now, sort all this out. There's a lot of admin going on in there, so sort all that out and prepare for an evening, hopefully with some carnage thrown in. We will see. Well, good morning, that's the end of it. Fully packed up, but there is 2 PBs that we need to get a bucket ready for. Rob caught the armadillo at 38, and I'll show you that picture, and then Cam, new PB, what was it Cam, 22? 22 pound, some PBs and some buckets coming up, get on. And we'll do the prize giving as well.
Well done, lads.
Yeah!
PB Sandhurst, bingo. Go for it.
Well done, lads. Well done. Cheers, boys.